Transporting your camera gear is one of the most important things you can take care of. And to make sure that you have all the features that you need in the gear that you are investing in. That's making sure my gear is kept in the best way possible and the safest way possible. So first off is waterproof zippers. I think these are called YKK zippers, and they have this aqua guard or like this rubber material that goes over them, and it makes it really feel premium, but also it actually serves a purpose by making your stuff much more resistant to water or any like liquid going in. So like I said, it's going to be more of a premium thing that you see on a lot more bags and things that are higher priced. You're not going to get it for a lot of the budget version types of bags, but at least if you find one, it's a good option to have. The second thing is a hidden pocket. I personally like this just because if I'm especially putting everything into one bag, you are going to be able to have your wallet in there, your phone and stuff, and especially is just going to make it a lot easier for you to access, but a lot harder for anyone who is not supposed to access it. Which goes on to my next point, is also a pocket, even this hidden pocket, going on the inside towards your body. So why this is important is if you are walking around, let's just say you're on a trip to some place and it's known for pickpocketing. If that pocket is on the outside, what's the point of having it? It's going to likely be easier for someone to take stuff, and there's no point in it being quote unquote hidden. The point of it having against your body is it's going to be a lot harder for someone to get something from that pocket without you knowing. So I personally would love that in many different types of gear. I think it'll make your life a lot safer, a lot easier as well. Like I'm telling you, if that pocket is like right against your chest, they have to come like this close to you, like they have to be like right up there. So like you're not going to probably miss that nearly as easily as someone being on the other side of your bag or something like that. Now next is a bunch of padding. This is probably pretty much done everywhere anyway, but especially in the more premium bags, I feel like they give you really good padding, and if it's felt, even better because it doesn't scratch things as much, because sometimes the plastic one could scratch things. But at least with the premium stuff, you are getting like this padding that you feel like is going to actually protect your gear from any like hits or knocks or anything like that. Just safer overall. Now next up is just a bunch of space. Like I know I'm like listing off a bunch of features here that may or may not make sense, but I mean, if this all works in some bag that you can all find, or let me know in the comments below, this would be great. So having a ton of storage is going to be fantastic because you obviously can carry more lenses, more gear, and depending on where you're going, what you're doing, this is probably going to be very beneficial to many of you. Another great one, which I actually haven't used that much, but it is a very nice feature to have, is some way of locking down your tripod onto your camera bag or your sling. I know some slings really do this well because they have the straps underneath, but some camera bags also put it into like the water bottle holder or different things. Overall, pretty simple one, but like it's just great to have because you know that your tripod's not really going anywhere, especially if you can like lock it through certain things. Might make it a lot easier, safer for your stuff as well. Another is great material. Not all bags are created equal. There are plenty that are going to be, kind of like you can feel the cheaper material compared to something that's more premium. Some of these more expensive bags will have some of these more premium bags will have material that's more resistant to like tearing or, water, for example, because that bag is going to last quite long. Here's kind of like a slight bonus one, which is not completely necessary, but it is a very nice thing to have, which one of my bags actually does have, which I have covered on my channel. It is actually a hard case in it. So the bag I'm talking about, just if you want to actually know, is the Lowepro BP450 or something. I'll put the name on screen. But yeah, that one, it has a hard case, which allows it to transport like a drone, for example, on the top, or a gimbal, where I'm not really scared of it breaking. It's not a soft top, which is gonna contort and be all weird. It's gonna stay proper when I need it to. And if I set my bag up correctly, that bag is gonna be resistant to pretty much anything that hits it. And finally, one of the biggest ones is comfort. All these features are great, but if it's not comfortable to carry, if it's not gonna be something that you want to use as much, it's not going to be a good option. There are going to be many other options that you can use to carry your gear, but if it's not comfortable to carry or not comfortable to use, what's the point? Like, you have to get something that you kind of feel like is going to be secure, but also going to allow you to use it for long periods of time. I've had bags where one would like dig into my shoulder because it's all on one shoulder, like the sling ones, or different ones where it's a big backpack, but I can carry it most of the day if I don't overload it too much, and it's going to carry like a 70 to 200 millimeter lens, which is made of metal, and like 2 camera bodies and a bunch of different things. Like, that's a good bag. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a lot of things that you should consider, and I think comfort should be one of the biggest ones you consider and should really figure out. Like, the straps on the bag should be a big thing that you should also look into, because that is gonna determine what's good for your bag. Actually, I just thought of this one, but one bonus is different ways to carry. A lot of these newer bags can do this now, but some of them are gonna be able to, you're gonna carry it like a briefcase or like a duffel bag, or just a normal backpack. Multiple options is gonna be great, and I know it's a little bit much to ask, but it is a good option if you find a bag that has all that. Because like I said, if it digs into your shoulder when you're carrying it as a sling, then you can make it a backpack, and then it becomes a backpack, or you can carry it as a duffel bag. There's different things you can do that will enable you to be the best you can be with that bag. So that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see another cool one, be sure to look at this one over here, or check out the channel for some other cool content. And if you want to hit me up on Instagram at all, look right over here, or let me know in the comments down below. I hope to see you next video. Peace.